Have you ever wondered how much it really costs to produce a luxury handbag? Let's take Dior as an example. They spend about $57 to craft a bag you see gracing high-end storefronts. Now, here's the kicker. That same bag hits the shelves with a price tag of $2,800. That's nearly a 50-fold markup. It's like turning water into wine, or better yet, into luxury champagne. But hold on, let's not demonize Dior for this. The secret isn't just in the cost of materials, it's in what doesn't show up in the bag's stitching. The aggressive marketing, dazzling ads, star-studded runway shows, and of course, the power of the Dior name. Dior. Let's be honest, nobody buys a Dior bag just to carry keys and lipstick, right? We buy it to carry status, dreams, and maybe a little credit card debt. And here's the uncomfortable question no one likes to answer. Is it worth the price? Or are we just paying a premium for a well-told story? And that story, oh, it's long and full of secrets. While store windows dazzle with bags dripping in glamour, what goes on behind the scenes doesn't always reflect the same luxury. Recent investigations have shed light on something most brands don't want to talk about: the working conditions in supplier factories. And yes, the reality is far less glamorous. In many of these factories, especially across Asia, reports highlight poor conditions and even the use of illegal labor. We're talking about workers, mostly Chinese, spending endless hours sewing and assembling products they'll never afford, all for wages that don't even come close to the price of a Dior wallet, let alone a handbag. Here's a shocking stat. In some factories, a worker's monthly salary barely covers the cost of a single leather strap from one of these luxury bags. Ironic, isn't it? While the brand sells dreams to an elite audience, the people doing the hard labor are living a nightmare. Of course, brands like Dior don't typically own these factories, making it easy to play the "we had no idea" card. But really, did they not know? Because one thing's for sure, when it comes to quality control, they're there, inspecting every detail. But when it comes to the quality of life of the workers, is the same attention given? And this isn't just about Dior. It's a larger issue within the fashion industry. Luxury brands, fast fashion, even global favorites, many share this same controversy. Now, let's tackle the question on everyone's mind. Why do these bags cost so much? Are they made of gold, encrusted with diamonds, or do they hide some ancient secret manufacturing technique? Spoiler alert, none of the above. The astronomical price isn't tied to superior quality, but to something much more intangible, and let's face it, much more profitable: the brand's reputation. Dior isn't just selling handbags. They're selling the dream of exclusivity, the desire to belong to an elite, almost unattainable group. The logic is simple. The harder it is to get, the more people want it. And this is where marketing becomes the icing on the cake. Their campaigns don't just showcase a product, they sell a lifestyle. You're not buying a bag, you're buying the chance to be part of that world. To carry the same accessory as a celebrity in Paris, to feel the glamour of a runway show on the Champs-Élysées. And this strategy? It's brilliant. After all, when you see that $2,800 price tag, you're not paying for materials or labor, you're paying for something money can't easily buy: the weight of the Dior name. And for some, that's worth every penny. Of course, some argue that the price is justified because these are exclusive, limited edition items. But here's the question: exclusive for whom? Because while some flaunt the bag like a trophy, others see it as yet another symbol of an unequal system. But don't be fooled into thinking this is unique to Dior. In reality, this practice is almost a rule in the world of luxury brands. Armani, Prada, Gucci, they all follow a similar playbook: low-cost production, multi-million-dollar marketing campaigns, and a final price tag designed to make the customer believe they're purchasing something truly unique and exclusive. It's a cycle that keeps the luxury wheel spinning and the coffers of these brands overflowing. Take Armani, for example. The brand sells clothes and accessories that carry the promise of sophistication, but these items are often produced in factories with the same questionable conditions as other luxury brands. The logic remains the same. It's not the fabric quality or groundbreaking design that justifies the high price, but what the brand represents. Armani doesn't sell a coat. It sells the opportunity to say, "I wear Armani." And this strategy goes beyond handbags and clothing. Watches, sunglasses, perfumes, they all play the same game. It's like a grand spectacle where the consumer pays for the ticket to watch, not necessarily for the show itself. And let's be honest, these brands know exactly how to keep the spectacle enticing. Celebrities, grandiose events, and campaigns that make you wonder, what if I could have that too? But here's the real question. Are consumers truly aware of what they're buying? While some are paying for the feeling of exclusivity, others are starting to realize that this luxury model may not be as exclusive as it seems. Could this shift in perception disrupt the game? Or is the luxury industry simply too big to fail? But what happens when luxury gives way to speed? If you think the story of luxury brands is intriguing, wait until you discover how Shein built a $66 billion fast fashion empire. A company that revolutionized global consumption with equally questionable practices and strategies that could make any luxury giant envious. Want to know how they pulled it off? Click on the next video. I promise you'll be even more surprised. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.